Hey guys! Today's video is going to be a really quick get ready with me on this look right here. I wanted to go for something a little Arab inspired because of my dress, but I was really short on time. So if you guys want to know how I got this look, please keep watching. So as always, I've already primed and moisturized my skin with my Farsali Rose Gold Elixir. I have a lot of acne marks left over. I had a really bad acne phase over the last week and they're just healing and they left some dark marks on my face. So I had to do a lot of color correcting. The main focus of today's look are the eyes, which are really quick and easy to do, believe it or not. I was in a rush and I just came up with this really quickly. I wanted to pack a punch, but I didn't want to take too much time at the same time. So while the color correction just sits on my face for a little bit, I'm going to prime my lids with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, which I have been loving as an eyeshadow primer as of late. I feel like it's quick and easy, and I really like how it neutralizes the color of my lid. So once I get that on, I'm just going to set it in place with my loose translucent powder from Laura Mercier, just so when I go in with my eyeshadows, they're easier to blend and they don't look patchy. For my entire eye look today, I'm using the Anastasia World Traveler palette, and I'm using the color Bellini, which is a very beautiful golden peachy metallic shade. I believe it's called Bellini. I'll have everything listed in the description box below. And I'm just roughly applying this all over my entire lid. I'm not being too neat with this or anything like that. Then I'm going to take the color Morocco, which is this really warm orangey brown shade, and I'm popping this into my crease with my MAC 217 brush. The MAC 217 brush is my favorite crease brush ever. It will forever be my favorite brush. It just makes blending so easy and it's the perfect size. Told you this was really quick and easy because now I'm moving on to liner. I'm taking my time with my liner and I'm creating a very elongated cat wing. This look is a little Arab inspired, so I'm extending the inner corner a little bit to elongate the inner corner, and then I'm really pulling that cat wing out. For my liner today, I'm using the Inglot number 77 gel liner and my Zoeva wing liner brush. I love this brush for a really intense cat wing because the bristles are more stiff, so it gives me a really precise, sharp wing. And who doesn't love a sharp wing? I also love a really thick liner, but for me personally, I don't have that much lid space, so it takes away from the eyeshadow color, so I'm making it as thick as I possibly can without getting rid of that lid color. So adjust your liner to however much lid space that you have. Now I'm just going to move on to the brows. I'm just going to fill them in with my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color Dark Brown. I chose dark brown instead of ebony because it is a little bit lighter, and because I am wearing contacts and I'm gonna have my hair pulled back a little later on, I didn't want the brows and the eyes to be so super strong. I just wanted the brows to frame my eyes and just accentuate them a little bit. So once I fill in the brows, I'm working on the rest of my face. I'm mixing my two favorite foundations of the moment, which is the NARS All Day Weightless Luminous, and I'm mixing it with my Makeup Forever Ultra HD. I mix them on the back of my hand, and then I apply it onto my face with a flat foundation brush. And I normally buff everything into my skin with my NYX multi-purpose brush, but it was so dirty I need to wash my brushes, so I decided to use this brush from IT Cosmetics, which is very similar to the NYX brush. So just really buffing this into my skin and making it one with my skin and cleaning up the eyes a little bit with this as well. If you guys have both of these foundations, I really suggest you try mixing the two together. The Makeup Forever Ultra HD on its own is really nice, and the NARS on its own is really nice too, but together they're just magical. So now for my under eye, I'm using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the color Ginger, and I'm just highlighting my face with this. And then I will be going in with my MAC Prep and Prime in the color Light Boost to brighten up my face a little bit more. I wanted to go for a very structured face because my hair is going to be up in a really tight high ponytail. I wanted major definition, so I will be going ham on the highlighting and the contouring. So just blending this out with the same brush that I used to buff in my foundation. And the great thing about this brush is it has a smaller synthetic brush on the other side, so if you want to blend out your under eye a little easier, that helps too. So now I'm just going to set my under eye in place with my Marc Jacobs Instamart Instamark light filtering powder in the color Mirage, which is like this yellowish shade, and I'm just putting this wherever I highlighted and wherever I get oily. Then I'm going to chisel out my face with my Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate, and I know a lot of you guys have messaged me and said that you got this but you don't know how to use it, so I will have a video coming out very soon to show you guys how I use this to give myself a really natural looking contour and an intense contour. So that is coming very soon, I promise. So just putting this wherever I want to chisel my face, the hollows of my cheekbones, tip of my nose, a little bit on my hairline, a little bit on the jawline, and a little under my lower lip. And because I want a very strong contour, I'm going to set this in place with my Marc Jacobs Instamark light filtering powder, but this time I'm using the contour shade and I'm going right over top. When you layer a cream with a powder, not only does it intensify the color, but it also makes it last all day or all night long. Now I'm really going to chisel out that contour with my Laura Mercier loose translucent powder. I do not do this all the time, but because I wanted a really sharp contour, that's why I'm going right underneath the contour, right to my lip. And I'm not leaving this on for super long or anything on like that. Like as soon as I put it on, I leave it on for like 10 seconds and then I buff it away with my big fluffy powder brush. Now I'm going to bronze up my skin a little bit with my Laura Mercier Baked Bronzer in the color Bronze 04. And as you can see, my contour looks fierce and I love it. You guys should try that trick if you have a hard time getting a really strong contour. Then I'm just going to apply a really light blush. This is the Laura Mercier Tantalizer Bronzer, which I love to use as a blush because it gives a really beautiful sheen. And then for highlighter today, I'm using the Laura Geller, what is this called? The Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in the color Gilded Honey. This was my first time using this and it is gorgeous. It looks like melted gold on your face. It's so beautiful. It just melts onto your skin. It's so buttery and so nice. You guys have to try it. It's such a beautiful highlighter. I'm a little late on the Gilded Honey bandwagon. Everyone had it 10 years before I did, but I have it now, so that's all that matters. For my waterline, I am putting NARS Rue Bonaparte, which is just a nude eyeliner. I really wanted to open up the eyes a little bit. I will not be putting anything on my lower lash line, just mascara. So I really wanted this to open up the eyes, and I really wanted a really heavy top lid. I love heavy top lids. I think they're so flattering. I don't know why, I just really like them. So I'm just going to intensify that eyeliner a little bit more with my NYC liquid liner and just clean up that wing and make it sharp. And now it's time for mascara. Today I'm using my Givenchy Noir Couture Volume because I wanted really thick, long, dark, massive, in-your-face lashes. So putting on a bunch of this on top and bottom lashes. So while my top lashes dry, I got a lot of that loose powder all over my clothes. That's why I never bake. That's another one of the reasons why I never bake, but I'm just moving on to my lips. For my lips today, I'm using Nudist Lip Liner from Real Colors. I got this from Sally's Beauty Supply for like $6. It's awesome. And I'm just filling in my entire lip with this. And now I'm moving on to my lower lashes and applying a ton of mascara to that just to open up the eyes a little bit more and make them look more doll-like. And then once I do that, I'm just gonna go change into my clothes. I am wearing this, I believe it's called a kaftan. My mom, my sister, and I all got a similar one when we went to Saudi Arabia, and mine is blue. So I was really inspired by this dress just to go for something very fierce and Arab inspired. It's not completely Arab makeup, but it's inspired. So my hair was flat ironed from the day before, so I'm just popping it up in a really high facelift ponytail, and my hair is so freaking long. I need a haircut. By the end of the night, I had the worst migraine ever, but it was totally worth it because I love the way a high sleek ponytail looks. So just pulling this up into a ponytail, and then I need 2 elastics. Sometimes I need 3 because they just don't hold tight enough for me. So I pop in the second one. As you can see, I'm like, you are getting in there. And I was actually going to wrap my hair around the band, but then I found this this elastic thing that was jeweled in my drawer, so I was like, no, I'm gonna use this instead because it matches. Then I took some of this BioSilk, I think it's like an oil or something. I popped this into my ponytail part and sleeked my hair back just to make it look more smooth and shiny. I'll have the full name of this in the description box below. I'm also going to pop in some studs and my wedding ring. And then I felt like the eyes were missing just a little bit of sparkle. So I took these Inglot body sparkles, and there's just really beautiful like whitish silver diamondy sparkle, so I just popped that all over the lid to make it look more wet and metallic, and I popped that into the inner corner, and then I was satisfied with how it looked. I felt like it really needed that little pop of sparkle, so I just popped this all over the lid area and the inner corner, and then as soon as I do that, then the entire look is done. I'll have the number of these Inglot body sparkles in the description box below for those of you guys who are interested. They are gorgeous. They're very similar to the Makeup Forever diamond powder. So once I do that, the entire look is done. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and you found it useful and you learned something new. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're not, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!